we've got the 3 repetition. I'm looking at this middle butterfly, and I think I'm going to move that behind the picket fence so that one's above, one's behind, and one's going through the window. And I'm going to move that so it's behind just a little bit. And I like that a lot. I think that works really well. So now I'm going to go and find my girl who is over here. There she is. And I'm going to use just the traditional lasso tool to grab her. I'm going to set a feather so she's nice and soft, and I'm going to grab her. And let's see how well I can do this. All right, okay, except for that little spot. So I'm going to have to add over here. Oops, I'd subtract, add a little section here where I lost it. Copy her. I'm going to walk her over to my untitled. I'm going to paste her. Now notice her size in relation to everything else was much smaller. So when we make her a little bigger, she's going to be a little blurred, but I'm not too worried about that. So I'm going to make her just a smidgen larger. Where am I going to put her? I'm going to put her over here. Yeah. And then I'm going to copy her. I'm going to use my Alt and go back to so that I'm on the Move tool. And I'm going to copy her, I'm going to free transform her, and make her wee smaller. And I'm going to have her in the window. Now I need to move her so she's in the right position, so she's behind the butterfly. Ooh, I need to move that butterfly up a little bit. So let's just off away from her. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the surrealism of her, the butterfly, the fence, and the window, all working with a little bit of repetition. Last but not least, I'm going to grab in this frost that I took. Now the frost I'm going to use just sort of as a build some texture to this. Copy it, and I'm going to take it over, and I'm going to paste it, free transform it. I'm going to reduce the size of it up here to like 50%. Hit the link so it's 50 by 50, so it's a little smaller. And you can see now it's sitting on top of it. I'm going to use something like lighten to get it over there. Then I can decide where do I want on the picture. Do I want it all the way to the top? Do I want her in the front and everything else icing up behind her? So it sort of develops a sort of dreamlike feeling to it. Or down just a little further. Kind of loving that. Might reduce the opacity on it. And once I have this set the way I want to, I can then say, well, I should just do one more thing. Let's duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate it by pulling it down here. I'm going to drag it all the way to the top. And then I'm going to take the opacity and reduce it down. So now we've got it in 2 different places. It goes over her a little bit, the whole thing. Okay, not so much. Might use the eraser and erase it out over the face. This is where I'm getting really into seriously playing with this, because that's what you want to do, is you sort of do things and then you play with it a little bit more and see what you think. All right, so now she's done. All right, so now I'm going to File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. Make sure it's saved as a JPEG. Hit Save. I'm going to put it into my web. Actually, if I've set up my tutorial, I can put it in there, but for the moment, I'm just going to save it in here as face. And I'm also going to save this, save as, just in case I need to go back into it. And I'm going to call this face, and I'm going to save this as a Photoshop file. So it's also my working.